Okay, so welcome back to my reaction to episode 2 of the Sandman. I don't know the title, but I guess I will find out soon enough. I loved episode 1. It honestly blew me away. It's gorgeous. The writing is amazing. The feel, like the show has such a good tone to it. I really enjoyed it. I probably shouldn't be doing this reaction just yet, because I just posted, my reaction to episode 1, so I haven't seen anybody's comments, because nobody's left any comments yet, so I don't know, anybody's thoughts on this. I don't know if this reaction is, if people want to watch this or not, but I want to watch the show, so I'm going to film a reaction to it. Thoughts I had after editing, this, because they're getting it past, the YouTube copyright, whatever, it was a lot. But so I had to watch the edit of it several times. I wonder if Paul broke the thing on purpose, broke the binding seal on purpose, because, when he breaks it, he turns around and he looks, and then he goes out, and I now have suspicions about Paul. Other thoughts I had, I did actually go and look up the Corinthian church. I don't see anything in the epistles, and there's a third epistle of Paul that I did not know about, I think from, the Orthodox Church. But Paul was writing to the Corinthians about divisions in the church, and there was some stuff about sexual immorality, but it wasn't, a major theme. I don't know. But the other thing I started thinking about is other ways we use the word Corinthian, and the first thing that came to mind was Corinthian leather. And I don't even know what it means, but if you say Corinthian leather to me, my brain assumes luxury and indulgence. So I kind of feel like that's what the show is going with, is that Corinthian is somebody who just indulges all of his will, all of his id. Everything that he wants, he just does, which apparently appears to be killing people and taking their eyes, because something's wrong with his eyes. Don't know what's wrong with his eyes. So it was creepy, though. But yeah, anyway, I can't wait to watch episode 2, and I'm gonna start it now.
Let's be nerdy, babe. Let's be nerdy, let's be nerdy. Let's be nerdy, babe.
Sorry. The subtitles just said, captivating music is playing. I mean, it's captivating. I just think that's kind of hilarious subtitle. Ew, this does not look like a nice... It doesn't look lush. It looks completely lush, the first episode. His castle looks very decrepit now. I know I said this, I am not visual. So much, that was gorgeous. The way that was shot, it was gorgeous. I feel like I just looked at a graphic novel panel. That's what that looked like for me.
A chronicle of everything that happened in your absence.
Oh, very handy, Lucien.
Bound volumes of blank paper. The next
That's
day, the whole
horrifying.
was gone.
So things...
I never found it again.
So things actually just disappeared. Again, having Wheel of Time things from, the later in the books when the world begins to warp.
I knew you would.
Glass is made of sand, isn't it? Because I was just thinking he can control sand, every time there's sand around it, it gives him power. But glass is made of sand, and he was in a glass sphere for a while. So why couldn't he control that? Oh, and... I say that as he starts to control glass. Again, this looks like it could be this looks like it's a art. So I feel like I'm looking at a graphic novel panel. Yeah, he's controlling stone as well.
Perhaps a bit more rest,
A
and
bit
then
more
we'll
rest.
be back at full strength.
No.
Does he also need his robes and his helmet and his
Not without
jewel?
my tools.
Yeah, okay.
My sand.
My helm.
What happened to them?
They were taken from me.
He's still talking like
taken
down
from
this
them.
in his register.
I know not where.
This looks more modern.
Well, 22 million.
Why do I know the word
Of
Caravaggio?
course you can
I
think
don't
about
know.
it, but not for too long.
I know this word.
Giovanni è molto bello.
She
Dito
said
diretto
Italian.
che Madame
We have a
Bobby-
polyglot, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello?
Am I supposed to be recognizing her
Hello?
face? Like, I'm wondering if she's Ethel? Which would explain how she knows all these languages, if she's just lived all this time because she has the helm, the ruby and the robes. I don't know if it's the same actress.
Quite the place you got here, Ethel.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Corinthian.
Who are you?
So she's very much in hiding. Is it the
Are
same
you not good
actress?
enough?
Well,
And what happened to her son?
What? Why me? I
So-
never did anything to him.
oh, you did though, Ethel.
Well, he came out of his
You
cage.
stole from him.
It looked like it was like the 60s or the 70s, right? He's been resting
There is only
for the
one
last, what,
way for me to
40,
find
50
my
years?
tools.
Or we just have, a
Surely it hasn't come to that.
time
Fate,
warp
see
thing.
past, present.
They never tell you what you want to know.
Ah, it's like the
You
Finn.
should
Sorry.
know.
All my Wheel of
Is
Time
this one
coming in
you
here.
could ask one of your siblings.
My siblings have their own realms to attend to. I have mine.
Oh, the D words
They
are
will not
siblings?
interfere in it. And not
got
one
some-
of them came to my aid.
Some sort of sibling rivalry? Oh, yeah, no, if they didn't come and help you, I can see you being hurt by that.
The fates aren't cheap, you know.
Something that remains intact.
So is there... I'm
The
curious to
light
know
returns,
how
some
hard this
fragment
magic
of my
system
power
is.
within it.
There is one thing.
Like, I've been assuming it's very, very soft up until this point, but that, just, looking for something that he's made makes me feel like there's something that I might be able to understand or predict based on the magic system. I don't know. That's a cute little dragon. Okay, this world does not look like it's the dream world, but there's a dragon named Gregory. It's so cute.
Good gargoyle.
Oh, it's a gargoyle, not a dragon.
We have visitors.
Cain. Wait, what? His ears.
What?
What?
Cain! Abel.
Cain and Abel?
Come back.
Morpheus.
I told you.
Sorry, so many things.
I never did.
I'm afraid this is not a
Sorry,
social call.
so many
What's
thoughts.
happened?
Cain and
Something
Abel.
wrong?
Abel should not still be alive, but we've got
For
the
sake
ears.
of the dreaming.
Yes, my lord.
And Dream's name is
Sounds
Morpheus.
yours. Anything at all.
I like Cain and Abel. They seem very nice. Very odd to have them alive and happy together. That's... Aw. I like Gregory too.
The world.
Oh, you have to take
But
Gregory?
the dreaming must be restored.
Already lost, waiting for you to come back after all these years.
What you
Did
have lost.
they not know what happened to
The
him?
answer is no.
Gonna have to kill Gregory? He just wants to play catch.
Take me instead. Or Abel.
Take me, Lord Morpheus, please.
I cannot.
But Cain just
I am
offers
able to
Abel
let
up.
That which I agreed.
So Gregory was a nightmare, but now he is sweet and cute and oh,
You don't have to do this, you know.
this is really sad. Like it's wild how invested I am. This episode's been on for like what, 5 minutes, and I'm already kind of heartbroken. The characters I barely know, one of whom's a gargoyle dragon. Oh, she's got pointy ears too. Morpheus doesn't. What's that?
Come, Lucia.
Whatever there's behind there that looks like a book.
We have work to do.
Simpering suck up.
Oh, no, Cain! Oh. Alright, now we've got Cain and Abel, and it makes sense.
You've turned your talent for theft into a successful for me. They're made of the same stuff I am.
Oh, so he made his own tools.
Why are
Okay.
you here?
What do you think Dream will do to the son of Roderick Burgess?
You think Dream
I'll ask
is
you one more
that
time.
bitter? Does he carry that sort of bitterness in him? He's bitter to his siblings. She must have them somehow, because she's still alive.
In your absence, these waters have become darker, treacherous.
Everything has
Unsafe.
become darker. Again, I feel, yeah. You
These
could
waters are
ask
as
your
much a part of
siblings,
me as
which
I
would
am of them.
be better. Oh, that also feels like looks like a panel from a graphic novel. Oh, that made me jump.
Right, Lucia.
Okay. This
The
is...
hanged man represents surrender and sacrifice for the greater good.
I don't understand what I'm watching. It is gorgeous.
Faster than I remember. Waits.
I don't understand what just happened. It was stunning, though. It was so gorgeous.
Lord Morpheus.
Are you hungry? He is, but not for food. Look
Oh.
at him. He wants something.
Ah,
Found me out.
what is it? It's
I do
the
want something.
mother and the crone and the...
I need your help.
I don't know what the third one is called.
Listen to his old business, Sister Self.
It's like
they
this...
bring nice stuff.
Yeah. It's like the 3 stages of womanhood in a certain type of... Oh. What is it? The mother, the crone... I forget what the maiden! Maiden! The maiden, the mother, and the crone, I believe. I don't like that. Oh.
Last purchased by a magic user called...
Constantine.
Constantine. I like
I
these
knew
names.
Constantine. But that was 300 years ago.
Go on, dear.
My help.
The mother.
What happened to it? To which demon was it traded?
Can't ask that question.
One
Yeah.
answer, love.
Lost Ruby. Where are they now?
I mean, he did better than Matt, again from the Wheel of Time, but... Guess the questions allow no follow-ups.
Not meant for them.
He gave him the snake. What is the egg? So that's Abel? Abel is what, a zombie? No, he looks fine.
Listen, do you? Attractive men seldom do. I
So, okay,
suppose
the
they
egg
don't have
was for Abel.
Ethel, are you
What?
flirting with me?
to. Supernatural and sexist. You really are a nightmare,
Yes.
aren't you?
Oh, come on.
That is a nightmare.
You can't deny the
Magical
tools have helped
misogynist.
you.
And then the ruby took John.
Oh dear, okay, so
Oh, where
who?
is it
Where
now?
is John? Yeah. I
You don't
want to
have
see
to
his
say a
eyes.
word.
What's wrong with... What is wrong with his
Your
eyes?
Tell me everything.
What is...
Every thought.
His eyes are so weird.
Regret this. I have my own.
Oh, she's the one who got the amulet of protection. Okay, so he was about to try and take her eyes, I'm assuming. But she's protected.
And
Oh!
for this.
Is this like a repeated thing that happened?
When have I ever apologized for murdering you?
This is so interesting. Okay, so this, like, they're just a myth that lives through the cycle of
Okay, look.
brotherly hatred?
He
He's a new
thinks leaving this
gargoyle.
creature on my doorstep makes up for Gregory.
I think I'll call him Irving.
Irving. I have an uncle named Irving. And you named one Gregory.
All right then. Gerving.
Gerving.
Irving.
Starts with a G. It could be a gold.
Oh,
Gold is
He's gonna get murdered again. Okay, so archetypes is the word I was looking for. They are just like living archetypes. It's horrible. Miss D. The letter D is suspicious to me. Death, destiny, desire, dream. Is this John?
Hello, Johnny.
Was ever slightly bored, highly medicated.
Was she lying about the
All
ruby?
same in prison. So,
What
Oh,
did
this
the
actor
doctor
is
say?
ringing all sorts of bells. What did I see him in last?
Therapy going.
the new yet.
Ares. He was Ares in Wonder Woman.
You're fine, aren't you, darling?
The ruby.
So which one of the three things keeps you young? This little baby Garga.
You know? And the elder
Abel
brother
is
never
coming.
harmed the younger brother ever.
Abel is so innocent and pure.
And they didn't live in different houses. They lived together in the same house. Happy.
This is his dream.
He never normally murders me before lunch.
So is it like every day, or?
London,
Do you not just spend the last 100 years there?
my home.
Was this the sand was sold to the Constantine?
I am dream of the endless.
It's not a reminder. It's like a phone. Visually stunning.
Possibly go wrong.
Famous last words. Okay, so this Corinthian coming to.
Good. Returned.
Oh, back to the land of dreams.
Where is the dream?
I still don't quite know what's up with his eyes. It's weird.
He's out. There's no loyalty to us.
You misunderstand him, Corinthian.
Lucien is also a creation.
What he is.
So she's also a creation, so she wouldn't have any powers over him. So, are they elves? Why the pointy ears? Oh. I did not expect it to end already. I have no idea how long that episode was, but it felt shorter than the previous one to me. The tone. Very different than the first one, and yet it doesn't feel like it. I don't feel jolted from one to the other, but I mean, there was just a lot of sweetness with Abel and Gregory, and then the new little baby gargoyle. Interesting, with having their archetypal story just being retold over and over again. It's horrible. I said it in while the show was on. I'm curious to know about I'm calling it a magic system. I don't know if that's the correct term. The mythology, how things work, how hard it is, because I'm curious, why Ethel has obviously at least had a slowed aging. I don't think it's the same actress. But her son, who has the ruby, seems to have aged. Would that be normally? He was born what? It looks like, I don't know if that would be normal. Maybe it is slower. I don't know. I'm trying to do math in my head and trying to figure out when he was born. Maybe the 20s or the 30s? I don't know. I can't do the math. The 20s maybe or the 30s. So, no, he's probably aged slower too. Okay. Because that would be... Okay, so he's probably aged slower too. But which one of those three things is it that makes you age slower? What do the three things do, basically? Is it the helm, the sand, and the ruby? I was thinking the robes were something, but I don't think the robes are anything. And okay, I'm curious. So the Corinthian, I think, is the main villain. He's going to be throughout the show. I think. I had thought after everybody that we followed in episode 1, I thought, okay, maybe we're going to just follow different people in every episode. So episode 1 was the story of Roderick and Alex. And then I thought episode 2, I didn't know who. Maybe it would be Ethel, but maybe somebody else in that. I thought we were going to be jumping from that to that, but I don't. Ethel's not gone, so I'm assuming that Ethel is going to continue. We still haven't met Death, and I know Death is a character. So I'm just wondering how the story is going to be structured. I really like it. The writing is so good, and yet I was trying to imagine this in another show, because everything that Morpheus says, his name is Morpheus, right? Everything that Morpheus says is very, in any other context, it would be over dramatic, but it works. It fits with the tone of the show. Everything, everything fits so perfectly. The tone, the music, the visuals are stunning. My predictions for things. The name Constantine, this was a graphic novel, right? The Sandman was a graphic novel. Was it? Because Constantine is also a character in graphic novels, right? I'm trying to remember things. I don't read graphic novels enough for me to do this, but I think Constantine is a DC character, right? And I think the Sandman also was published by DC, which makes me think that there's a connection. And I think Constantine's job was a demon hunter? I've seen the movie, or I've seen a movie with Constantine many, many years ago. Remember very little of it. Like, I'm so vague, but I'm wondering if that's a connection, because there was a mention of demon in this episode. Like, the helmet, I think, was traded for whatever that amulet is that Ethel has. So there are demons in this world, and also there's a character that I think is a demon well, if it's the same person, but if it's in the same universe, so many questions, so many questions, and the way to answer them is to keep watching the show. And so, yeah. Are you still enjoying this? I'm assuming if you're watching this, you probably are. I will just reinforce, I have not read the graphic novels, and I do not like spoilers, so please do not spoil me in the comments. But what are your thoughts? Is it a good adaptation? I know Neil Gaiman was involved, but are you feeling that this is a, faithful adaptation or something? Like, does it feel like a worthy adaptation of the graphic novel to you? Let me know in the comments below. And if you do like my content and you want to support me, I do have a Patreon, which is going to be linked in the description. As I say every single time, I am so grateful to my patrons. You really do make this whole channel possible. Thank you so very much. And with that, I am going to end this here. So please like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!